The Pitcha Makin Fellas are an Indigenous art collective based in Ballarat. The fellas came together in 2013 to share their culture through painting and storytelling. Their exhibition Join the Club is a series of works created between 2015 and 2020 which take an irreverent look at the AFL. A series of trading card style portraits show the good, the bad and the ugly side of a sport that many Victorians and Australians are obsessed with.
My name's Adrian Rigney. I'm a Watchabolic and Nurrungeri man. My mother is a Watchabolic woman. My father's a Nurrungeri man.
Ted Laxton. I'm from the Wollaball district, Gunditjamara crowd. My mum was one of the very first of the stolen generation.
My name's Thomas Marks. I'm a Gunai-Kurnai man from East Gippsland, Bairnsdale. My father's side is Watchabolic, so me and Adrian are related.
The co-op came up with the Pitcha Makin Fellas as an art group, all men. We started in 2013. We use stamps as our main medium. We choose the stamping process because everyone takes a turn at it. Everyone can, and it's quicker, it get it out real quick, and everyone can have a turn of it. Doesn't matter who designed it, everyone has a go of using that stamp. And a few years back when we had nation stamps and we cut stamps out more like hexagon shapes or circular shapes to represent the nations of, the hundreds of nations in Australia of Aboriginal people, Indigenous people. This is part of the footy show here, the club, our nation stamps. It just represents nations. On the wall we have, in the Biennale, we sort of got that painting of patterns there. The Biennale one is about Aboriginal culture getting whitewashed, and there's so much white in it. And just the nations represent, the hexagons and the shapes represent, as I said, the nations.
The setup painting is a little bit different in texture and so forth to the other two. It is more about football, which is pretty clear. If you look and count the number of footballs on there, there's 18 that represents the AFL. And we didn't put names, we put their emblems on each ball to distinguish who they were.
The large work titled Nations and Clubs reminds us of the way that sport can bring communities together through the participation in games like the AFL, particularly in regional communities. The work also brings into focus the idea that the sport we know today as footy most likely originated from a game known as Marngrook, which was played by Indigenous Australians using a possum skin ball.
Well, I'm going to be talking about the one above me, the Carlton football, Val Perovic, who was originally from Ballarat. Because I'm actually a Carlton supporter, have been since the 1980s, when he was playing at that time. He got the nickname, which you can see on his portrait, Wolf. That was due to he could kick a football a fair distance. So whenever he got the ball and kicked it, it went a fair way, and people in the crowd used to say Wolf. No, that's just like a lot of these other portraits with their nicknames. They either got their nicknames through what they did on field, maybe their name, or someone just made a nickname up for them. But mostly it was through their names and what they achieved on the footy field, or maybe something they did off the ground.
Recently there's been ugly words said on social media, well, Twitter and Facebook, always on Facebook, but And we just did Twitter as a real ugly portrait of a human. I painted that. He looks like Cletus from Simpsons. Yeah, I'm going to talk about the Mukai portrait, but that's Robbie Muir. But also, he was known through being called as Mad Dog Muir because his nickname came from because he was too fit on the training field, and he just kept running laps around, but it just fit fella. And he got pulled up by a big slow ruckman called O'Neill. And he said, geez, Robbie, this is Robbie's story, that, geez, Robbie, you're running around like a mad sheepdog. Slow down, pull up. Which, it was just super fit, Robbie. And a reporter or a journalist got a hold of this, the nickname, ran like Mad Dog, Sheepdog, but it just said Mad Dog. And it sort of just stuck to him, poor fella. Even on the field, he got called names. I'd always seen him on the TV. I think he was just mad and angry all the time, which he wasn't really. That's how he got his name. But he always liked Mukai as a nickname. Mine's a Muk Man. Muk Man in Watchabalik means ghost, really.